Hello there everyone and welcome to a new review on the channel. Today we're looking at something spicy, something new, something good, something by Craig Petty himself. That is his latest release. No, not the one coming out with Murphy's Magic soon, the one with Alakazam, and that is Playlist by Craig Petty, the EDC powerhouse that you're want to buy and you're gonna want to carry with you. Let's get into the review and learn more about Playlist. So you decided to stick around, which means you want to learn more about Playlist. First of all, what is Playlist? Playlist is not just a simple effect. It's a multitude of effects, essentially an act using music, kind of some music cards. I'll show them to you in a moment. But essentially what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to do any ESP matching routines that you do, any ESP type effects that you do, you're going to be able to do with this. You're going to also be able to do predictions, matching up effects similar to The Moment by Andy Nyman. You're going to be able to do wildcard and much more. These are really good. And it's essentially a show. Craig Petty says that you could do it up to 20 minutes. And we're gonna get to this again, but there is the actual, almost the entire show in the instructional video. So you're gonna see how to chain these up to make it almost an entire show with just what's inside of this pack, and it's great. So now that you know what the effect is, or essentially what the package is, where do you buy this and how much does it cost? This is available right now on Alakazam Magic, and I think they're the only ones that are actually selling it. And it is 28 US dollars. So it's 28 US dollars on the US side, and I believe it is 24.99 pounds. So that's essentially what you should expect if you're from the US or the UK. And if you're from Canada, I believe this amounts to around $38, close to 40 bucks for this in Canadian dollars. Something around that time, around that estimation. And you buy it from there. Now, what do you receive when you purchase this? So I've already showed to you, but you receive, of course, this box. Inside, you're gonna receive the cards, which I am gonna show you guys. Let me just make sure I don't show you guys the instruction one. So essentially you get this set of cards, okay? And you get one prediction card, you get a few extra cards. And just before I show you, look at the stock on these. This is not cheap stock. It does feel like card stock, but it feels like laminated, feels like a bit plasticky, which is great because these are gonna last a long time. So you get a stack of these cards. So you get a big stack of them, enough to do your ESP routines. They look also great. Also, the link on the bottom is an actual link. So if the spectator wants to go check it out, they're gonna be able to. You get 5 songs. So the songs you get are Thriller, you get Yellow Submarine by the Beatles, you get Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney, you get Beyonce's Single Ladies, and you get Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. You get them in double. Then you also get an extra card for your routines. You get a double backer. And then you also get your set of cards for the wild card. So if you're familiar with those, you're getting a set of cards for the wild card plot. So that's essentially what you get inside of the box. These are really good cards, really well made. They're marked. And this, I don't want to gloss over this. This is a gem. This is something I've never seen done before. And this card is essentially a URL on the back. And the way this works is phenomenal. I don't want to tell you much more, but with just one card, you're able to predict any of the songs the spectator is going to choose from the deck at any moment in time. From their phone, not on your phone, on their phone, you're going to be able to scan this and show that it takes you to a YouTube link of the song that they were just thinking of. It is insane. It is phenomenal. This routine is amazing. So that's essentially what you get, alongside a tutorial video where around the first 20-25 minutes is the trailer and the full performance of every single effect that Craig Petty is going to teach you on the instructional video. Every single effect is accounted for. In there, you get to see a performance, every beat, everything, nothing is cut. It's a straight shot to the camera. You get to see everything as it should play out, and it's great. And after that, you get a lengthy tutorial with Craig that is going to show you every single routine, how to set everything before you start, how to set it up, if you have a wallet, if you put it in your pocket, wherever, how to set everything up, and then how to perform the routines individually or as part of an act to make them flow in a good, in a good manner with an opener, kind of a middle section, and a closer, which is the wild card. He's going to teach you all of that in great detail. So that's essentially what you get. Now, let's talk about the difficulty of this. Is this difficult to perform? It is not. There's not much here that is difficult. You're just going to have to routine it. If you're doing routine by routine, so if you just want to do here and there a few routines, they're easy to do. It's nothing that's going to, bust your knuckles, nothing that is going to be super hard. It's super easy to do, super easy to perform. I don't think any of the routines are hard. Even the wild card that he teaches you is bare bones. It's basically, there's almost no moves in it. It's super easy. It's not something that's convoluted, like the cheating kit by David Regal, which is an amazing product that I believe I did a review for, that, requires a bottom deal and some turnovers. This is super bare bones. You're going to be able to do everything out of the box almost. If you're experienced a bit with cards, it's going to be super easy. And also the mnemonics for remembering the marks. It's not anything major. There's not really any big mnemonics, but it's just so simple. There's only 5 songs, and it's easy to kind of get them. You remember the one at the start, the one at the end, so 1 and 5, if you remember those. You remember the one at the middle, and then the second and fourth one are going to come naturally. So essentially you just have to remember 3, and the other 2 are going to be engraved in your head by how they're separated in the marks. Super easy, nothing hard. Everything is easy to do, and most importantly, as with all Craig Petty products, they're really well explained, and you're going to be able to perform this almost immediately after you watch the video and receive your cards. You're going to be there astounding your spectators in almost no time. Now let's talk about practicality. Is this practical to perform? And my answer to this would be yes, because let's say you want to carry around the entire thing with you. Let's say you want to do the entire 20-minute show. So this covers you for 20 minutes if you learn it, and all you have to carry around is this stack. So I know Craig Petty shows you the Orphic wallet, and that you can set this up in the Orphic wallet in a certain way that is going to let you, do everything perfectly without any hiccups. But let's say you don't have the Orphic wallet. You can just take this, place it inside of the box. The box is really nice. You carry this around with you. You're not going to damage the cards. And then when you're ready to perform, you just take these out. You have them already set up, of course, in how they have to be. You separate them. You place them inside of your top pocket or on your side pockets or in your jeans, and you're ready to go. So this stack, even let's say you don't want the box, you just want to carry this. It's such a small stack that you're going to be able to carry this around your pocket. I'm someone that really cares for the products that he buys, so I would most likely carry them inside of the box, just as so. Because the box is not big, it's super small, super thin, thinner than a card box. I would plug this inside my jacket or inside one of my pockets and go through this. And then when I'm ready to perform, I'll just prepare it how it's supposed to be and I'll be good to go. So that's how I would do it. Practicality, super practical. It's not even a deck of cards. The cards are slim, they're small, there's not much to pack. It's pretty compact, and you could put this inside of your wallet if you have one, and you'll be able to perform from out of your wallet, because that's how Craig Petty teaches you to do it. This is how the product is marketed, as an everyday wallet series carry. And yeah, it's super practical. Now, where do you perform this? I would say, as I usually say in all my reviews, if you have the cameras, if you have the scenarios, the good performance environment, any effect can be done on stage or parlor, and this is no different. But I feel this is best done in walk-arounds, street, table hopping, weddings, venues where you go from table to table, and casual performances. I think this is killer. I think this will work in all those environments. You can easily justify this in any scenario you go to. I think that I I'm not sure if I remember correctly if this is on the Instructional, but I bought this product at launch. I was there with Craig Petty on the live launch event on Alakazam. I was also there in the after party of the launch where he went into a little bit more of the effect and some certain tips and tricks and an extra bonus for us who bought it earlier. And I believe at one point he said that how he introduces this at his wedding gigs. I believe it's for this product, but his justification was great. So you can justify this in almost any scenario, for casual performance, for walk around, anything. This is easily justifiable. Most people won't even ask you, right? As you go with your pattern, you just introduce them, you'll be good to go. No one is going to doubt that these are magic props. They don't even look like magic props. They actually look like what they should be, which are music cards. They're going to fly by and you're going to be able to get away with it. So essentially, these could be performed almost anywhere for parlor and stage with the correct circumstances. But if not, you could perform this almost anywhere if you have them inside of your pocket. Now, I think I've given you plenty of information regarding playlists. Let's get into the positives and negatives and then give you guys my final verdict. Now, what are the negatives? Let's start with the negatives. What are the negatives of the product? I don't know. I jotted down technically nothing in my notebook. I didn't put anything in my notebook that was basically a negative. The only thing I put is that these are not common in Canada, especially where I live. So these are really uncommon. So people may be like, what is this? I've never seen it. So you're going to have to explain it to them. But that's essentially it. That's the only negative I have for this. There's not any negatives that I can think of apart from that. And that's, where I live. So that's, only applying to me. But apart from that, that's the only negative. But what are the positives? The positives are that you can perform it almost anywhere. It's easy to do. The instructional video is great. They're pretty cheap. They're well made. It's great quality. There's a ton of routines. You can do this as a show. They can replace your ESP cards into something more organic. The routines are fun. They're great. There's a big plethora of routines that you can do, from mentalism to cards to anything in between to predictions. There's a ton of stuff you can do here. And yeah, those are the positives that I have to say. And also, it's an everyday carry. You can just plug this into your backpack, your purse, your pockets, your jacket, anywhere, your wallet, and you're good to go. You can perform a set of magic at a moment's notice. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Now, as usual, I'm going to give you both kind of end reviews, one numerical and one that's based upon whether to buy it or not. So would I say to buy Playlist by Craig Petty? My answer to this would be yes, buy it. If you're interested by adding something like this into your repertoire, just do it. If you do ESP routines, but don't want to go through all the historical, mumbo jumbo of how this came out to be and why those symbols got selected, this requires none of that historical explanation. It's something that people can relate to. I don't think that anyone doesn't know these songs. I think everyone is aware of these songs, even nowadays. I think everyone knows these songs, so they're relatable. Music is relatable. It's much more engaging than a symbol of a cross, a circle, stars, I do ESP routines. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate ESP. I love ESP. They're probably some of the routines that I do the most. But you can really get away with this and do some great routines with this. So I would say purchase it. And for the people that like a numerical scale and a numerical value, I would give Playlist by Craig Petty a 9.8 on 10. I would give them a 9.8 on 10. Almost a perfect score. There's just something that I feel, I don't give products 10s a lot. Because they have to be something that, completely astounds me. But this gets mighty close. It's a phenomenal release. I also have Gossip by Craig Petty that I'm going to review soon. Another phenomenal release. His channel is phenomenal. Everything he does is phenomenal. I can't wait for his next product. And yeah, I would say buy this. Great product. Everything is up to par. It's amazing. So go check it out on Alakazam Magic. And that's it for me. I'll catch everyone in the next review next week. I have a really interesting and a really kind of new thing I'm doing with the review channel, and that's going to be on Tuesday. I'm going to post a review, so make sure to check that out. And apart from that, I'm going to be uploading videos here and there because it's a really busy month for me, school and job wise. So thank you nonetheless for watching, for coming, for tuning in, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye bye, and I appreciate everyone. Have a great weekend.